Greetings from YouTubeville. We're going to be talking about a very early prospect tonight. I should have got this video out a couple days ago, so I apologize. Linebacker. Oh, my wrestling shirts. Straight out of Dudleyville. Ironic, I used to have one of those last names. It's a funny story for be told at another time. It's ironically funny. It's a little town in southern New Jersey. That was what they said about it. All right. Barrett Carter, Clemson, 6'1", 230. He's going to be coming back for his fourth year. His first year he got redshirted. Statistically, he had a little bit better 2022 statistics-wise. But his 2022 tape and 2023 tape are very, very similar. I think he excels at stopping the run. He excels, tackling behind the line of scrimmage. He excels going forward. He has prototypical size, and he likes to bang. He was one of the few guys I saw in 2023 that actually took on Notre Dame's. Everyone knows that follows me. I was super high on him. Audric Estime from Notre Dame, running back, who I called Baby Jerome Bettis. He was one of the few linebackers that took him on, head up, heads on, and actually, tackled him clean, heads up, one-on-one. And not many dudes did that at all to that guy last year. He was just a battering ram. So he's not afraid to come up and lay the wood. Listen, did Clemson lose a lot on defense this year? Yeah. They lost a few D tackles in the draft. So could that affect them for the fall of 24? It's possible, but let's be honest. This is Clemson. All they do is reload. When you have 90 kids on scholarship and 80 of them are 5 stars. People don't realize this in college football. The difference between first string and second string, it is super close. You guys have no idea. That's why, especially with the super big, like the power programs, no matter what, they're always good. When you see they bring in their second, third stringers, they're all 5 stars. And they're just putting on points. But that's a whole nother separate story, which we'll talk about, in the fall once the handicapping part. But this kid is a bigger Jeremiah Trotter, let's just say. Trotter was like 5'10", barely. This kid is 6'1", 230. And he has prototypical size, and this is super early, but could he be a day 2 guy? Yeah. Could he be a day 3 guy? Absolutely. The way it's been going, it's weird. This past draft was weird. It's like there was good linebacker talent, but it just seems like this past draft, it was linebackers and running backs got 0 love in the first round. So it's way early. But next year, I see the first round being how this past year was heavily dominated with offensive linemen. I see next year's draft being heavily dominated with defensive linemen, to be honest with you. I see it being a heavy defensive draft. And so maybe you'll see the linebackers come back up. It all depends what you consider some of these guys. You consider them linebackers. Do you consider them edges? So it really all depends what you consider them and where you think they're going to fit in on your team. So But, 2 years of close to 10 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He had a 5-sack season and a 7. And the production is there. The size is there. The talent is there. He could have came out, but he has the time. So figure, why not return? I'm trying to say, I guess you figure let try to go out, and he'll come back. He has the time. So why not come back and just increase your draft stock? Is he a top 10 linebacker? In my opinion, yes. I'm not saying this kid's going to be a first rounder. I'm not saying this kid's going to be the first linebacker taken, but he will be a top 10 linebacker next year. Like I said, this is way early. So many things depend on, a million different things. If he has a million D linemen go down in front of him, then that's going to put a lot of pressure on him. He'll have more offensive linemen on him. He'll be fighting through a lot of traffic. So a lot of people don't realize a lot of a linebacker's success or failure depends on the defensive tackles in front of him. And they lost a few, but like I said, this is not Navy, it's Clemson. So they're loaded. So I should have put this out the other day, but there's a saying, better late than never. So I apologize about that. Name to look out for this fall. Clemson's always on TV. Linebacker Barrett Carter. When you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. Have a good night, everybody.